Hello everyone, this, this is going to be something different from the channel. I've been actually want to do this for a while. This is going to be a Fire Emblem game tier list from S ranked to never played, or in this case D. I know there's going to be a lot of debate in this tier list. So I want to clear out saying this is going to be my personal opinion. If you want to give your ranking, I'm actually really interested to hear you guys and your opinion of what's your favorite Fire Emblem games, rank from worst to best, or best to worst, either way. Now, I haven't played some of the games, as I almost played all of them, so let's go clear if I've never played. Never played Radiant Dawn, I haven't played it a lot, I haven't even played Gaiden, and I haven't finished, well, not actually, I might make it to chapter 7 and stop playing Thracia. Sooner or later, I will go back to these games. I said Radiant Dawn, I never played Radiant Dawn. But I will finish once I finish Path of Radiance if I get to that point, because I'm like halfway through. So this is going to be August 20th. And once I reach, let's say, Radiant Dawn, which I'm probably going to finish Path of Radiance probably at the end of 2020. Mainly because I don't really like the game a lot. But let's get back to the point. So, S tier. S tier is going to be FE4. Now, FE4 is, my opinion, is the best Fire Emblem game. The story, how the game plays, how broken you can make it, everything. As this is like the only Fire Emblem game where I keep on discovering like new things, like new conversations. And there's rarely any YouTube videos that actually made like conversations about geology, the Holy Wars. So every time I see like something new I didn't know, I was like, oh, that's so cool, I'm pretty sure just geek out at it. As for the gameplay, I can give it like it's very big. It's only like 12 chapters, including the prologue and epilogue, if I remember correctly. And the gameplay is really outdated, but if you know what you're doing, and it could be pretty fun. But if you're going in blind, it's going to be pretty tough. But the story is well worth it, in my opinion. So that's why I think Geology of the Holy War is S tier. That's like the brief. I could go into more detail, but I'm trying to make this like kind of a quick video, as I will be updating the tier list once I finish all the final games. So let's go for the next one. Let's see. Let's go with the NES. Let's go put this in D tier. FE1. I kind of like FE1. Like it's like very old. It takes a long time. Basically, it just takes most of your patience. I get bored of it, but I finished it. It was a long process, but I kind of got bored of it. Everything is broken in that game. Everything's just so out of place, I guess you can call it. Let's go with the remake though. The remake, I'm actually gonna. I would say I'll probably pick with B tier. The reason why I put in B tier is because I like it's just kind of a pick up and play thing. The story is alright. It's very original. I'll give it that, but it's like the animations. It's kind of catches my eye, I guess. As for the maps, they're pretty okay. There's not really a lot of maps that gives me hate except for Altea maps, but the Altea Castle, the one that has to go to the middle of the castle, that was okay, but let's say it was pretty good. Some I just skipped, and some are just pretty fun. But I put it B tier. That's not a lot of people's personal favorite, but it's an alright Fire Emblem game. Birthright. Birthright is going to be D tier. The reason why I put it D tier in Birthright is the story is pretty damn boring. Like you just go like, I don't know what's the point. Like I just see Corey just bitching about most of the things. I'm like, whatever. And then at the end you fight Garen. which I'm like, oh, okay. But I just find it whatever, you know, the characters and all that stuff. It doesn't really appeal to me, and the supports conversation is just alright bland. I kind of I don't even know why I'm reading half the time. So Birthright, and also not to and also I forgot to mention, it's an open map, I guess you can call it, like open world, where you can go to like one area to the next. That's that part is going to see like a lot of like open areas, like part I can see or detail. I like my Final Link linear. It provides like more strategy based. It's like, oh, what item should I get? Instead of just like going back and grinding and stuff. Nah, I don't really like that. I'm not into that. Let's see. Let's go with three houses. I actually want to pick the most like what most people play. I'm gonna put it high C tier. Nah, maybe I put a C tier. Uh, I only played one route. I will go back to the other routes, but it's just so time consuming. Like the monastery, it's pretty bad. It's like pretty bare bones. All you do is just go find items and just give it to the right person. Hopefully, it's the right one. And in my opinion, it's just basically much just weapon level simulator. That's all I like. I don't really care about the levels or just promotion. I just care about the weapon rank. If it's a high weapon rank, I just get given a powerful weapon and this basically just take the entire game. Now I picked the Halo Guards route. As well, I already heard the spoilers. I guess it's a okay story, not like really good story, but it's an okay story. Some tragic, some just upright, just dumb, like just really dumb. But I really do like, but I like what's it called, the animations. Well, as like the battle animations, I just like how like like kind of like a world war setting. Like people are actually fighting in a war. As compared to like it's just like like a single person just fighting head on, and also just basically just the UI basically. But other than that, it's just damn boring. It just takes a lot of time consuming. And from my watch from other gameplays with other routes, they just basically much recycle the same maps. Which again, I understand they're trying to save up time, and stuff like that. But if you keep on playing the same map over and over again, like back to back, it gets pretty boring, and I really don't like it. Let's see, Awakening. Put at sea again. Again, same thing with Birthright, but it's a little bit more like I kind of more into the story, but same thing, just open world. Don't really like it. Uh, this is the first time you actually like get to marry like your avatar to marry like some other character. Some moments I find like pretty cool. Like I sometimes read some moments, but most times it's just it's just whatever. I just blaze through the game without like I'm just like half brain dead. Let's see. You see the emblem? I put a high C. Yeah. So these two are like kind of neck to neck. That's the reason why I put FE3 is again 2 games, but I guess I just have a lot of memories with it. I just I remember just like sitting down in my bed, just cozying, just playing the game, listening to the music, just just having a grand time. Even though it's like one of the basic stories, I like, but the battle system is kind of take a long time, but you get used to it. I got used to it. And as for like the stats, stuff, it pretty much can break the game. I just enjoy doing that. And that's all I can say. Like I said, also I forgot to mention, these are like brief, like really brief overall, like my experience with the game. Like try and keep it short. So let's go with preference. I'm gonna put this at low as C. Like it's like close to D. From what I'm playing, I'm only up to like chapter 16, I think. But what I played, I don't understand what people are so obsessed with there. I think the battle animations are pretty boring. Like they take a really long time. Like there's just really nothing interesting going on. I don't see no numbers or anything. I just turn off it. But even then, that's still long. Ike is an okay lord. He just does whatever he wants, which again, like brings some more character, but it's just not for me. You know, I don't even know if, like like the other UI stuff. I don't even know what's that all about. What else I don't like the game? Well, what else? Well, I should probably change. Like, I got like a little bit more like characters and stuff. I thought they were okay. Supports are okay, I guess. Something I like from the game. I want to talk about at least one thing I like about the game. Um, I liked how like you give the XP. That's probably the only thing I probably like really like. I really think like they should bring it back. Right now, it's kind of like an okay experience. Not my. I don't know why people like this game a lot. And if this is like a favorite game, I'd like to hear your story, like your side, because I really don't understand why Preference is like a very good Fire Emblem game. I just find it pretty boring. We see the emblem. Uh, I could put in B tier, like a low B tier. Maybe I put like New Mystery of the Emblem is as well as one of the games I could like pick it up and play on my phone. If I really I like the cartridge, I could just like whip out my phone like to like a DS simulator and just play New Mystery. As I think it does much better uh, than the rest of the games, but nothing beats Shadow Dragon because I think Shadow is like the to go because I could just be half asleep and I can still keep on playing, have fun. This time I gotta be someone awake. Like someone just trying to plan things out. And also, it's some maps I really don't really like. But this game, I like it. It's not like top favorite, but I like it. I like it. Conquest. We're going to put this right next. We're going to put this in the middle. Now, Conquest. The reason why I give Conquest the middle spot is because even though it's the kind of is actually a birthright kinda, I still think some points are pretty dumb. The reason why I like Conquest to begin with is basically just the maps. That's probably the only thing that keeps me, intrigued. Like so unique, I guess. Of course, I don't like the daggers and stuff. I'm pretty sure this goes same birthright. This goes for any game, but I really don't like the daggers. Bring the stats down, but at least a change of pace, as you could say. Let's see. Let's go through Binding Blade. This one's gonna be a low S tier. Now the reason I put Binding Blade on the low S tier is mainly just it's a good final game for me to pick up and go. Like really easy. I could just pick it up that quick. Like really quick. So like the story, I kind of don't give a shit with the story. I just mainly play it for the gameplay. That's the only reason I play for the game is the gameplay. As you can do like a lot of things. I could just make something that's like just play like a whole try to solo. What's it called? Just try to play very hard mode and just try to use Roy as all I can, or just use Danny, or you basically use any character. Just make a fun out of it. And the supports are just some supports are pretty bad, but most of the supports are pretty good. And some are like Igren and Astor support. I thought that was like beautiful, dude. That's like one of my maybe favorite supports. Just heartbreaking, but yeah, I like it. But I do wish it could pretty much make a remake. Again, I could just basically just up there, just I could pick up and really play. And I only care about the gameplay. Echoes, Shadow of Valentia. I'll put this in A tier. Echoes, I think has solves good problems with Gaiden. As again, I already played a little bit of Gaiden, but never really played it a whole lot. But with Echoes, I like the story. It's really good. But I don't really understand the whole Silica dying in the beginning, then being resurrected. But that the gameplay is actually pretty fun. The only thing I find that's not going in S tier is mainly because of the maps. The maps are just so bad. They're so bad. They could at least fix some of the errors. And the whole Miller's turn wheel. We could have fixed that, at least give some limit charge, some limitations. Same thing with what's it called? With the houses, as I personally if you play Maddie mode, you basically gotta use all your what's it called? Your divine pulses or divine charges, I think it's called. I don't remember. But you gotta use a lot of them. and it's pretty damn like bull. So that's what I think. But other than that, it's a pretty fun game. Some at the end game, it's pretty amazing. Just old map. It really doesn't work well. Let's see, final. It's going to be a low A tier. Now, the reason I put this in low A tier is because again, it's like Binding Blade, but it's not really like it's just more objective based. I like my fighting games kind of more of seizing than just playing like objectives and like like do this for like 20 turns and survive. I don't really like that a lot. I just find it whatever. As again, I know some people disagree, saying like, oh no, like the season throw is just boring. But I don't know. I just like season throws. It's just always been a staple of me. I just keep on. I'm like the offensive more than the defense side. The characters and the story, I say it was pretty interesting. I could say it's pretty damn interesting than Binding Blade. That's for damn sure. It's not as interesting as like what's it called? As Fire Emblem 12 or the Geology, or Echoes. But it's pretty good. I just mainly play for the gameplay. Just again a good pick up and play game. So what's next? Revelations. Same thing. I don't really like Revelations a lot. I think it's just whatever. No, actually, I'll put this a high D. Because I think it's better than Birthrights. I think it's better than FE1, but I just say it's whatever. Don't really like the story. Just don't really like anything about it. But I do like how like like both sides are coming together. I really wish they could at least make like a non-canon. What's it called? Like path to Three Houses. As I think like at least they could say like, oh, like this is like non-canon or something. I at least enjoy that. At least like at least I could feel like just what will happen if these three characters combine. But like at least they made that into this game. But again, the story is just bland and don't really like it. As Sun has some of the worst maps in the entire Final history. Last one is Sacred Stones. Let's see. I'm gonna put this. I'm going to probably put this in borderline C tier. I'm going to put this a borderline like D tier and C tier, like it's like right between. And reason is that Sacred Stones, in my opinion, I mean it has some pretty good opportunity, but they wasted it. In my as the story, it's all around like I got interesting in the beginning, but then it kind of lost me at the end. I was like, oh, okay, we find this person, and finally, like, oh, okay, well, since there should be some guy possessed and stuff like that, just basically hurting like a dead shell or something. I'm like, oh, okay. So I find it whatever. So I really missed they really did a big opportunity. I just liked the UI, the user interface and stuff like that, but overall it's just an okay Fire Emblem game in my experience. So again, this tier list will be updated in the future. As soon as I finish Radiant Dawn and Trisha, this will be updated. I'll probably play a few games. And also I forgot to mention finish Path of Radiance, because so far it's not doing too well for me. I'm going to try to give some games a chance. I'm going to try to give Revelations one more go. I'm going to try to give out, what's it called? 12 one more go. Like one last time. To make like official tier list like where I wanted to be. And yeah. So this is gonna be my official tier list. Well, that from from best to worst. This is what I'm putting. Again, it's gonna be a lot of debate, but I'm gonna take it. I wanna know your guys' side of what's your opinion about these final games. So I'll see you guys in the next part, which is probably going to be Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And I'm probably going to have Undertale upload probably on Sunday if plans goes right. So I'll see you guys then.